Okay, this problem is very, very tricky. So we're going to take some time to understand the question, understand the passage, and come back, try to find an answer that fits. It says, in context, shadowy in line 41 primarily serves to suggest something. So we're trying to figure out what shadowy is kind of trying to say there, right? Why did the author decide to say shadowy? Okay, so let's go back and see what it says. I'll read even one line before. It says, when we finally met in Africa and America, we were sometimes disappointed. Now, I think it's very important here to figure out who is we, right? When it says when we finally met, who are they talking about? And delving a little bit further, it's talking about black Africans and black Americans, right? So he's talking about those two groups of people as we, right? So it says, when we finally met in Africa and America, we were sometimes disappointed, right? So we met each other, the black Americans, black Africans, they met each other and they were disappointed for some reason. We don't know why. Now in the next sentence it says, shadowy imaginings do not usually hold up in the light of real experience. This sentence is kind of hard to decipher, but based on what it just said, like how when we met we were somewhat disappointed, shadowy imaginings, I'm thinking like we imagined meeting a certain way, right? So the black Americans thought when they met the black Africans it would be some sort of way, like they expected something, but that did not usually hold up in the light of real experience. So when they met, right, that those imaginings, like how they expected it to be, didn't actually pan out, right? It didn't happen the way that they thought it was going to happen, right? So when it says shadowy imaginings, I'm thinking like vague, right? Like, so it's these really like, they didn't really know what to expect. They had these imaginings, but they were very shadowy. Like, so I think more like unclear, right? We didn't really know what to expect. So when I look at my answer choices, gloomy, well, gloomy means like sad and kind of dark, right? That's not really how they're using shadowy. Shadowy, I think, means like unclear here. Like we're not sure. Secret, again, I don't think these are secret imaginings that they're keeping to themselves. It's more like unclear. Sinister means like evil. And again, I don't think that's how they're using shadowy. We're looking for something that pretty much means unclear. Concealed and secret are pretty much the same. Like concealed means hidden. So hidden away, secret, right? That's not really what we're trying to say. Unsubstantiated means like something that has no evidence is unsubstantiated. So unsubstantiated imaginings, I like that, right? Because it basically means these imaginings that we had, right? We had no evidence or any proof that it would be that way, right? But we kind of thought it would be that way, and when we met them, it wasn't that way, right? So I like unsubstantiated. Now, this problem is hard because you need to know the vocab, right? And if you don't know exactly what's unsubstantiated mean, it might be, this question would be very hard. So it might be one that you might consider skipping if you're not sure what the words in the answer choices mean. But if you do, then the best answer choice here is E.